members of all branches of the military know they can be called far away from home at any time. I spoke with a military spouse and local caregivers about the resources and comfort military families can receive when loved ones are far away. Emotional scenes like these play out almost every day. Soldiers return home after a long deployment to relieved family members who have waited on them to return. Every military member knows that deployment to a place far away, possibly for a long period of time, is always a possibility. So, what local resources are available for family members when a loved one is far away serving his or her country?
Inevitably, every deployment, something always happens.
Retired member of the Air National Guard, Thalia Instow, owner of Sewing Enchanted Equine, knows the issue from both sides. Her spouse at the 139th Airlift Wing was recently deployed to the Middle East.
It's normally, for me, literally when I drop him off at the plane, something breaks. If you have an issue or a concern or a financial matter or there's a health problem in your family and you don't know what to do, your first stop should always be to call the Family Support Center. Their only objective is to help you.
Amy Mathias is the program manager for the Military and Family Readiness Program at the 139th Airlift Wing.
We have some people who live in Colorado and Florida, different places, and so if I get an email saying, hey, I need some financial resource assistance, and I don't have enough money to eat my groceries, and I've got to, know where they live, to connect them with the resources in their areas.
Retired Navy chaplain Michael White says the camaraderie found in the military is helpful not only for physical and financial needs, but also for emotional and spiritual needs, especially when a loved one is deployed, since difficult issues often come to the forefront.
People find it very difficult when, for the first time, they're by themselves to have to handle some of these things. And of course, it would depend too on whether they're in a war situation, which have been involved in that, and they were very concerned that life and death kind of issues.
Chaplain White adds that seeking help from the resources the military provides, including networking with other families and spiritual gatherings, can bring about new strength for families who wait for their loved one to return.
I have seen people, especially spouses, who have come into their own for the first time in their lives. They've come to cope with things that they never thought they could cope with. Come together in the chapel, in the churches where they happen to be stationed, and have a fellowship that they'd never had before. And then they become very positive about things. And they know where to go.
The most important thing,
if you have something going on, don't be afraid or stressed out to reach out.
Charles Christian, News Press Now. For more details about resources for military families, you can read the article at newspressnow.com.